Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Bradley here, and it's time for the BuffRadio.com entertainment wrap-up presented by Buff Boy Brewing Company.
JB's Entertainment Wrap-Up.
Brought to you by BuffBoyBrewing.com. For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be playful. Buff Boy Brewing guys make the temperature rise, and you'll surely feel naughty when you swallow their coffee. Shop Buff Boy Brewing's premium collections of coffee and tea at BuffBoyBrewing.com. Buff Boy Brewing, you can't get enough buff. Here's what's making news this May 28th. It's been 1 week since Stephen Colbert signed off from The Late Show on CBS. Now, we talked about how he posted a video on YouTube shortly after his exit and almost immediately got hit with a copyright claim from CBS. The network that fired him later said that it was standard practice and they removed it for him, though, for that video in question. It also made headlines that Colbert's last show hit 7 million viewers, and that's almost double what his usual audience was on any given night. Well, all eyes are on the show's replacement called Comics Unleashed. Or are they? Are all eyes on the show? Apparently not. The early ratings from the first episode of the comedy show was a terrible 995,000. So not even cracking a million. Not a million in, well, I'm going to call it late night prime time. That's what I'm going to call it, right? Because after your local news, that's when the late night shows are on. So that's kind of like, the prime time of late night programming. Not even 1 million. But according to billionaire Byron Allen, who's bought the time slot, he said for, quote, tens of millions, end quote, to sell his own advertising and hopefully make money, which with those numbers, it's not likely. He has spun it by cherry-picking the ratings numbers. Now, in response to the critical ratings, Allen later said that the show beat Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. Problem is, it was in certain local markets and different target demographics, so he's already spinning it as a win. Problem is, the numbers don't lie. The overall numbers don't lie. Anybody who's like a marketing executive or does ad buys knows how to look at ratings numbers. They won't be fooled by it. Anyhow, Allen did say, quote, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to replace Colbert. I am not trying to hold on to his audience because Comics Unleashed has been around 20 years and has its own audience. Not everybody's going to love me. Not everyone's going to love the fact that I'm not being racist or anti-Semitic or sexist, but there is that 1 or 2% that would be like, hell yeah, I'm rolling with you, and I learned that at an early age, and by the way, that simple lesson made me a billionaire. That quote just by itself takes us in 17 different directions, and I don't get it. Now we're going to move on to the next story that I also don't get. Rosie O'Donnell has come out with a new face. She's come up with a new face, and she's maybe not happy about it. I don't quite get it. She wrote a poem about it and used the word shame and noted that it cost her more than she's ever paid for a vehicle. I'm guessing a Subaru. She said, quote, I used to feel very strongly about facelifts, not casually, morally. I had assigned myself as head of all women who would never ever. She laments that it's a case of having too much money, though. Quote, the things I have earned, some say, but it's the gross excess that wounds me. I don't know. She's publicly complaining that she has so much money that she could spend on a new face. This one's confusing. So let's continue with her words. I do look like me, a slightly more well-rested, emotionally stable version of me. I didn't disappear. I didn't become someone else. I just stopped arguing with the mirror. I'm just not. Let's move on. We're out of time. We're going to wrap it up. That's Check If You're Still... What a downer today. Jeez. These were terrible stories. I apologize for you listening. This was a crummy show today, but it's also now the start of summer, so celebs, unless they get arrested or die, it's going to be slow for the next little while. And on that note, that's Check Your Celebrity Headlines for this Thursday, May 28th. I'm back tomorrow, fingers crossed for a scandal, right here on the BuffRadio.com Entertainment Wrap-Up presented by Buff Boy Brewing Company. Until next time, I'm Jeremy Bradley.
For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be